Hello and welcome again to my fun videos. On this video I'd like to share some knickknacks with you folks. These knickknacks I have here on the table now are bottle caps that I've gotten from Jones Soda Pop. I know many of you people are familiar with Jones Soda Pop. They have bottle caps. When you unscrew the caps, they have a good old saying from underneath the cap you can look at, and they will tell you your fortune for the day. So I'm going to be sharing what these here say to you, and then also I have some books over here that I have read. I have read numerous books this year, and I'll show you the titles and the ones that I have enjoyed reading. I think right now I'm on my 12th book this year. So reading is a very good pastime for everybody. So let's get starting here on our sayings here. Now I might someday do uncap a Jones Soda cap here that will tell me that I've won $1 million. Now if I win $1 million, you know I'm going to go out traveling. So here's the first one here. As you can see, this is what when you uncap a Jones Soda cap, that's what you read. You get to read what it says. So the first one tells me this. This is a month of opportunities, but you must stay alert. Now I can relate to that. Opportunities are around us all the time. You just gotta be alert. Like the old saying is, if you snooze, you lose. So you gotta be alert for those opportunities that come by, like maybe uncapping that $1 million cap you can win $1 million with. Here's the second one here. And if you folks at home can see it there, I'll turn around and tell you what it says. It says, your sense of humor will be your key to success. And how many of us can relate to that? If you don't have a sense of humor, hey, you might as well not go apply for a job then, right? That's why I like reading cartoons and watching shows like The Simpsons or something like that kind of give you a sense of humor to life. Okay, our next one here. This is our next one here that I found that I've uncapped. I don't know if we can read that all right there. Can you folks at home read that? Maybe my cameraman could just kind of nod his head that he can read it.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll turn around and even read it for you. Your repetition for being honest will bring rewards. That's a truthful saying. Can you tell me how many bank robbers have gotten a job lately? So being honest, your reputation, if you're honest and you're a hard worker person, you're going to be all right. Alright, the next one we got. Oh yes, here's a good Western Michigan ethic here. Alright, thank you folks can read that. I'll turn it around. It says, whatever you do now must be done wholeheartedly. So whatever your hobby is, whatever your job is, whatever you're doing in life, do it wholeheartedly. Nobody likes a sloppy worker, do they? So do everything wholeheartedly in life. Alright, this next one here. For your viewers at home. Alright, now turn it around, I'll read it what it says. Working life will become more varied. Try some new ideas. Now how truthful is that? If you do the same routine all the time, day to day, life becomes boring, doesn't it? So break up your monotony, do different things every day, and life will become more enjoyable. Okay, here we go. Now this one I can relate to just recently. I'm like one on cups, where I went up north for a resort. This one I can relate to. I popped this off the Jones Soda Pop one day, and about a week or two ago I was up and saying this. How about that? Maybe it's a fortune cookie thing, huh? A resort area will be part of your next holiday plans. And we all need to have a holiday now and then to get away from that monotony, right? Okay, here we are. Now everybody can relate to this. Folks, read it at home. Alright, it says, your sense of humor will be the key to your success. Nobody likes a boring teacher when they lecture, do we? So if they have a sense of humor, we're going to pay attention to them, right? So you should have a sense of humor in life, and then life will become more successful for you. Here we come. Here's the last one. And I'll turn it around here and read it for you, folks. It says, important news about your job will come soon. Well, I hope that's a truthful fortune thing for me, because I've been looking. So now I want to share with you some of the books I have read throughout the year here. Right now I'm starting on our famous author, Tom Clancy. We all are familiar with his writings. He is not a short writer, believe me. Clear and Present Danger. About over 688 pages. That's a good long read to enjoy. It's an interesting book. Another Tom Clancy book I have read, Red Storm Rising. This is in sequence with The Hunt for Red October. How many of us remember that movie? That was a good movie too. That's a book I've read. Here's another book I've read, a good thriller. This one here is called The Red Scream. How many of you folks have read The Red Scream here? This is about a guy that was in death row in prison, and before he was to be executed, he said he didn't commit the last murder they claim he did. So the writer, the journalist, was trying to go out and prove that he did not commit the last murder. So justice does happen for even the bad people. Now, here's one called the Day After Tomorrow. You can see I like to read a lot of drama books here. That is a good book to read. Now here's a humorous one. That if any of you remember this movie or this title, it says "Catch Me If You Can." This is about a guy who pretended he became an airplane pilot, and he was able to get on airplanes and fly all over the world and become a professional crook, and it took him a while for them to catch him. But this is a very humorous book to read. Now here's one for all you Cub fans. All you people in Chicago that are Cub fans. Murder at Wrigley Field. I saw this title and I said I had to read this book. I'll leave you people and Cubby fans to find this book so you can read it and find out how thrilling it is to read it. And one of the last ones here's another one that I've read. It's very interesting. And this was where a police officer was framed. The police officer was told he had to give up his badge. In the meantime, he's finding the person who did the actual crime. So it's actually a good book to read. I'll let you folks figure that one out. And finally, one of the recent books I have just recently got done. It took me 2 months to read. I got this book when I was in Alabama, and I decided I wanted to read this one when I was down there. And it took me 2 months to read. It was over 600 pages. It was a historical novel about Lincoln and what his life was like, and the things that he might have said, and people that surrounded him. Like I said, it took me 2 months to read, but it was interesting. The point is, reading is fun. Choose the books that interest you. Choose the pop that you would like to buy to get your fortunes. And I hope someday you can find that cap that says you are a winner for $1 million. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope you have a happy day.